Right, here we go. Peugeot 406 Super Tourer. This is pretty cool, isn't it? This is my third Super Tourer now, and we're on wets on the rear because the track's very damp. There we go. Good clutch feel. But yeah, we've got wets on the rear and slicks on the front. Okay, let's go. Oh, it's really loud in here. That's definitely the first thing that you notice. It's just how loud it actually is in here. Go. Down the third, through the chicane. There we go. Down the second into the first hairpin. So, welcome back to Donington Park and to the Jake Hill Racing YouTube channel, where today I'm in the Peugeot 406 and the Paul Radisch car from 1998. It is a real treat because this is my third Super Tourer car now that I've driven. And yeah, we're going to show you around, see what you think of this one. So, we'll head into the passenger door first of all. And you can see, first of all, how cool is that? Paul himself has actually signed the car. 1998 Paul Radisch, number 11. That is a really nice touch. But inside, the quality, as always, with any Super Tourer, is absolutely second to none. Again, just littered with carbon fibre. We've got adjustable roll bars again. So we've got the rear one, the littler one on the left, and the taller one on the right. And with these ones, you push down and then move. So you push, move, and let go. So really nice, and this one's just keyed. You can see the little keyways there so that it slots in and you know exactly where you are with it. This is all a little bit more accessible than the Honda was in terms of switches. So you've got all your switches just there. This is a Hewland 6-speed gearbox, so slightly different to what we had with the Honda and with the Primera that I've driven before. Funnily enough, some of the air vents actually work in this car, which is really cool compared to the Honda and the Nissan. But yeah, all the switches are definitely a little bit more in touch. You can see here we've got my child seat, which is just a load of blankets wrapped up, which means that I can actually reach the pedals, because obviously I'm not the tallest person in the world. The rear of the car again is very similar to the Honda that we reviewed last time. You know, the floor pan is super low. As is everything, you know, the cage fairly minimal but super strong at the same time. It's all welded really nicely all the way along those sort of seams there. They've got very deep dish steering wheel. I'm quite surprised by that. Normally it's a very straight and smaller wheel, but this is what they ran, so yeah, I guess it makes sense, and it does feel good when you're driving, to be fair. And then as we move into the back, you can see again just how low everything is. It is ridiculous, really, and that view there that you've got of everything inside the car, and even the fact that the control box there is tilted, you know, towards the driver, just makes life so much easier. You know, when you're driving the car and you need access to those switches, very good. And then as we walk around the back, We've got the guys just working on the car there. So as we head into the driver's side, again, please excuse the the sort of rugs that we've got in there to help keep me as far forward as possible. But the pedal box is very good. Again, you can sort of, you know, everything's perfectly in line. The dash is really, really nice. As you can see there, again, really nice labelled switches on the side. It's just all a bit more thought out than the Honda was in terms of its driver layout, which is really appealing, to be honest. But as a whole, yeah, what a lovely bit of kit it is. So I just thought I'd show you some of the hidden gems behind the front bumper of this Peugeot 406. Just look at the ducting and how well thought out it is. The centrepiece there goes up to the airbox for the intake, and then you've got the two massive mouths either side for the radiators and all the other coolers that are behind it, but also how it vents back. So we've even got the side ones there that you can see. Got the twin caliper brake setup, the same as the Honda, pretty much the same calipers as well, and you can see the dampers. It's all just really, really nicely done. The brake feel that you get from these calipers is second to none. It really is. But another thing that I just find absolutely fascinating, and something we don't have with a touring car today, are these gas struts that hold the front floor on. So these move up and down, as you can see here with the front bumper. They attach to these clevises just there, and it basically, when the floor has a hit from beneath, when you take too much curb, it pushes itself all the way up, which I just find absolutely fascinating. From an engine side of view, yeah, it's a pretty special bit of kit. Super, super low again. You know, when you compare the scuttle panel height, you can't even see the engine. It's purely airbox. And then this one, as I said before, is fitted with a Hewland 6-speed sequential, and you push forward to get first gear, and then second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, you pull up as normal with a sequential gearbox. So, but it's really, really nicely done. Got a little gearbox cooler here. We've even got this little water tank here. That is for the water-cooled brakes. So the brakes themselves, the twin caliper brake setup, is water-cooled. So that's a tank that sits there and feeds those brakes during a race distance, which is fascinating. Even the steering box, so the steering column comes from obviously inside the car, from my inputs, comes out through this junction box, and it runs in the middle of the fuel rail. I mean, how mental is that? You know, who thought, I'll tell you what, that's a good idea, let's put it through there. But it works, you know. We've got oil tank here, so obviously she's dry sumped, and also the water reservoir here as well. So really well thought out car. It's really well built, to be fair. Just like all the Super Tourers are, they're just super unique, very, very special, and every single one is very different. So that's what I love about it, to be fair. So moving on to the rear brake setup compared to that twin caliper fronts we've got. So look at the disc. It has got so many holes in it, it's basically not a disc anymore. I think they purely just did that for, you know, to get rid of the heat. Another thing I find quite interesting is that it doesn't have any drive pegs. So the wheel has the drive pegs and then it bolts to the hub like that. But again, the caliper and all of the damping is just a beautiful work of art. so good. The chassis feel though is really, really good in the car. But unfortunately we still got this front slip. Shame. The car feels amazing through the water, but just haven't got the clutch to handle the power. Absolutely nothing. Such a cool car. It's just so nimble with its name. Then we got Jimmy Broadman, YouTuber. Hi Jimmy. Well, that's the end of that, unfortunately. Time to pull the engine out and see if the guys can fix the clutch. Yeah, that's it. Hope you all enjoyed, you know, a small snippet into the Peugeot. We're obviously going to do more with it in the future, I really hope. Hope I get a chance to review the car properly. But until then, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I know it's not been the best video in the world, but hopefully we'll get a chance to rectify that at some point. Thank you very much, guys.